Thomas, or you, everyone. I'm so happy to stay here really in this moment. Maybe you listen good. Okay. I think so that's okay. It's okay because I'm some double. I don't know why, but um, I'm so happy to stay here really because it's an incredible opportunity to talking about esports. Um, Today, in this night in Mexico, I present an special investigation for me and for my team in my enterprise GameMetron. In this moment, I presentation the lecture game on legal governance, AI, and hybrid models transforming esports in Latin America. But all time I'm say the same. Who am I? Because you spend your time to listen to this conference, and you spend your time to listen to me. Yes, Thomas say I am David Alonso. Okay, really my complete name is David Alonso Santibanez Antunes, but in English don't exist Santibanez, don't exist the ñ. If you prefer, call me David, only David, or David Santibanez. For me, it's good. Really, I'm a lawyer. I'm studying law in Peru in Universidad de Lima, and I'm studying my master in criminal law in Universidad Nacional Federico Villarreal. I'm studying an MBA, and I'm a specialist in sports management and blockchain and crypto taxation. I'm a alumni of Waipunilla Summer School of Intellectual Property and study my specialization in the World Intellectual Property Organization. I'm a specialist in video game and esports with over 12 years of experience. And with this experience, I founded in 2018 GameMetron, the first legal firm dedicated to creative industries and esports in Latin America. I'm a member to different like content creators and esports bar association, video games bar association, member of Wisconsin Alliance, that it's a commercial arbitration. I'm a mentor, a legal mentor in the National Association, member of White Party Journal. I'm certificate expert for the industries by Safe Creative. I'm former president of the Video Games and Sports Committee at Universidad de Lima. I'm founded in 18 the esports section at the Mexican Chamber of Commerce, um, the consul of the Bauer, and now I'm legal counsel of the Embrace. This is a esports program in Canada. Professor of legal and business studies in Argentina, yes, legal and business school in Spain, and Universidad Nacional Autónoma de México now, especially in sports chapters. And I'm mentor at several non-profit events and organizations. And but I don't say some companies really talk to me and talk to my work. This is only one. This is only a little group of the companies when I work. And after this presentation, because the important part is not my presentation, but it's important to say, okay, and spend my time with this guy. Okay, now is the moment to understand the special parts of this lecture. And in Spanish, say, ahora se viene lo chido. But in English, say, okay, it's the moment to enjoy this party. Um, but first, if you already follow us on Instagram in GameMetron, I'm so happy to this moment. Please take 5 seconds, and after this, continue for the lecture because this is important because um, you live this legal experience around the esports with GameMetron. Okay, after this, now we are ready for the first part of this lecture. Okay, let's explore how the Latin American market is evolving, especially in esports. First blood, a booming market in Latam. Would you say, okay, explosive market growth? Yes. 5 minutes ago, I'm talking about um, to the difference of the market in Europe, Asia, United States, and Latin America. Really, United States, Asia, and Europe have incredible and potential esports industry. Really, you understand the two visions of the esports. What is these two visions? Esports is an entertainment, and esports is a sport. But in Latin America, it's extremely different. Okay, in Latin America, the industry's grown up in this moment. Okay, Latin America produce good players, good teams that include, if you remember, the last World Championship in Pokemon Unite, Peruvian Peruvian team. But Latin America is like your young brother. Okay, in this moment, this part of the continent try to discover the different structures, positions, adventures around esports. Okay, exists a passion, exists a good market, exists possibilities to grow up with new how do you say? I don't say experiments, but you say new techniques, maybe, because I don't like this word experiment because it sounds much to science like a sport. But um, I think, so in my experience, Latin America teach you the new movement around your news viewers and your news public. Okay, this affected public, this romantic public around the esports. All time Latin America see the challenge to transform this part of the continent in the new little Europe. But Europe have another mind around the esports. Okay? If you understand this, you understand maybe the 25 or 30% around this lecture. Because if you understand the Latin American vision, this passionate and romantic vision, you understand maybe the new rules around the EA. The EA and video games is not a new culture. It's not a new how do you say? It's not a new mode. Okay, it's part of the life of the video games. Imagine this: in when the first developers designed the first video games, all video games was like a Sekiro, but or Dark Souls, but in 8 bits and 60 bits. Was very difficult, were very difficult. Um, include if you play an old video game like the King of Fighters and try to fight with Rugal, you understand the vision of the AI in old video games. Now, the esports industry save the progress of the AI and transform this technology in a new ally in work. AI is old, really. In the 1950, the universities talking about the AI. Now it's democratic. That's all. No, it's only for a little group. And the new democratic era of AI transformed to the esports. The first experience, or maybe the first results around this new change, is a deep mind in StarCraft 2 because the players don't practice with another humans, practice with the AI, and this AI learn all movements and all strategies party for party. Okay, it's all time the AI learn to the players and transform this experience in a new difficult challenges and detected the main issues in the teams. The another use of the AI, for example, in Fortnite, it's not the bad experience with Darth Vader. Yeah. all try to lose this experience. But um, the new experience is around the automatic moderations in chats, or for example, this new strategy to detect cheats in a specific games. The esports or the esports enterprises don't only use the AI for content creators or, for example, contract helpers. No, they use the AI for create new experience for the teams or for the players. But if you remember, when I started this slide in this lecture, I'm talking about to training. And yes, training is the most valuable application. Include, I think this, the future or the first future to AI in esports is in training. Okay, because you change the rule. You battle all time with an intelligence, but an intelligence that learned to you and learned with another players. If you imagine this is a good or bad experience, or you question this, oh David, it's a good or bad experience. I remember one of the internationals, the Dota 2 championship in the year 2018. Elon Musk present five computers, and these computers were with AI battle with the first most important Dota players around the world. Imagine GG or FF. After the match, all people in the stadium, include in the streaming, transform the happy moment in this because the AI destroyed this all-star team. Okay, and you think really the AI is the future? I don't think the AI in esports is the future. It's the present, but need much specific structures to create a most specific future. One of these challenges for the AI is it's the ethical challenges because it's necessary around this technology create a specific data protection program. Okay, or for example, study the correct form, the fair competition, or lack of transparency in critical decisions. It's important to remember the AI. It's incredible. It's a good technology, but uh, what what is the origin of the AI? It's a human origin. The human is not perfect. The AI, it's not perfect too. Now, exists another good movements around the AI. Again, countries in Europe and United States worked in different legislations around the AI, the transparency and accountability. Okay, Europe, Asia, and United States will be the future in this moment, but really don't work in a special regulation to AI because it's important to remember in this moment and in the future too, it's impossible to regulate the esports because the esports is created for enterprise and it's part to the privacy law. Okay, it's not a public law that it's impossible that they say in a moment, okay, I am the own to League of Legends. No, it's impossible. I'm the owner to League of Legends. I'm the owner to Dota 2. No, it's impossible because you state don't create League of Legends. Riot Games create League of Legends. Riot Games put the rules around the different tournaments of League of Legends. Okay, but okay, it's important that state work in protect the pro players or protect in taxes or in brands to a new entrepreneurs. That's all. And the state work now in this new step It's the protect the new advantage in AI with transparency. Now, what is the problem to Latin America? What happened in Latin America? Anything. Yeah, you say, David, but part of your conference is talking about Latin America, and you say don't pass anything. Okay, that is not pass anything around the esports. In this moment, the Latin American teams that include my clients analyze the different uses to AI in a training in this moment. Okay, but if it's necessary, if you remember that in Latin America, it's not a disorder, but the strategies are different. In this moment, much teams, much entrepreneurs only work with AI for a content creators or create content. That's all. Okay, or maybe help with accountable problems or contract problems. That it's a bad idea, really. But it's possible. Yeah, it's possible to include in the future, really, maybe in 2 or 3 years, uh, the use to AI in a training. Only one of my clients use now the AI, and I'm say, David, I'm progress in it. It's an 80% progress. That's incredible because with AI, I analyze the problem to my players. Yes, but this is one. Okay. What is another point, really, in Latin America? The universities. In this moment, the universities study or realize different researches around the AI, not specific in esports, but in specific in a point that it's important in esports too. What is this point? Data protection and transparency. Okay, if important, you understand not much country around the world understand the esports, um, understand the point of the esports. Okay, we are a new generation. It's it's our work create the new researches around the esports and include the AI. In this moment, I'm talking with different professionals in around Latin America for take new points for my researches. The next week, I talking about for Tomas Mosqueira from Chile, one of the most important personalities because he worked in the inclusion to esports in a Pan American games, and Hugo Sanchez, the actual the it's included. It's one of the most important personalities in esports in Mexico. He was owner of the one of most important teams in Mexico, Six Sense, and now work with in Canaco with la Cámara Nacional de Comercio Mexico. But that is important in this moment to understand. Exists the possibility to work to AI, but the new teams or the teams use the AI for only create content. Now, the lawyers, in my case, is possible to work in esports? Yes, really. It's the law. It's territorial, but exists international standards and incredible opportunities to work with legal structures around the esports, especially again data protection, cybersecurity, transparency, compliance, due diligence. Exists the AI put new rules around the legal professions. Okay, what is this? Advisories, ethical auditories, mediation at disputes in esports, like the work of um, IGET. This is a esports tribunal. It's incredible work to SIC and WIPO, and the continued education around legal issues. Can lawyers actually get a game? Yes, I think so. Not only lawyers, it include much professionals around the esports ecosystem, like operators, broadcasting, publishers. This is the professions or the professional that esports industry need. In one of these pieces, you found it the legal, okay, legal, financial, human research, commercial, business. editorial, broadcast. That it's all professions that we need in esports. That is the last part of this lecture. Before the final point, that I'm saying, it's important to talking about to EA around the esports. I try to present a simple lecture because the study started only around 1 year ago in much universities and much research centers. Because 1 year ago, 2 years ago, the AI was much democratic in the world. Much people only know ChatGPT or maybe Gemini or DeepShare, but exists another AI, really. Exists include AI to it's much powerful than Gemini or Nano Banana. But not much people found it of this. Exists include AI to use in an esports programs on an esports work. Like one this AI to do you use in in StarCraft 2. But in this moment, I recommend you use AI for different structures. For example, for training is one of them. The second is for analyze the progress of your players. And it's possible you programmer your own AI for realize this work. And finally, to analyze the creation of content creation around the different teams. And a special analyzer, I don't say it's the correct name means special analyzer, but I'm saying you created a new partner, and the work of this partner is only create the new plans around the content for your team. But before analyze the different content of your, it's not enemies, it's just the other teams really. Finally, the final match. What is the most important part of this country? I'm say the AI is a game challenger really, not only for a legal work, it's to the esports work too. And the AI put in the table and a specific discussion to regulation for lawyers. But for esports, the discussion is it's necessary to AI to complete the work in training. Again, and say after 1 year of investigation, I'm say yes, because one of the most important problems to esports teams is the money. And you save much money if you use an AI training. I'm say one of my clients saved much money this year for this AI. Okay. And after this incredible position to AI, create a new movement of stakeholders to work for a sustainable future. In this moment, my investigation stay in a 70% of progress. I'm try to public the next year all my advantage in this investigation. That it's not easy to find the real information around the AI and esports. It's extremely difficult. And for our researchers, it's a big problem. But I know, I'm not only a researcher, I am a lawyer too, and I work with teams, with esports teams all day. In all mediums, I'm started with a specific question. You use an AI in your activities and put the results in my researches. In this moment, I'm saying, one of my clients use an AI. Maybe it's one of my wish the next year maybe appear another team. But in Latin America, it's a progress in this moment because not much people understand the AI, and now the governments and now the politicals only discuss the AI around the uh, university researches around the public works. But I think so. It's possible to change this before or after 2027 with the next Pan American uh, games because the esports returned to Pan American Games, and it's moment to understand the application to AI in this specific game. We only have 2 years to work in this. There may be much teams applied AI in a training, but what is the final use to AI in esports? I don't know, but I imagine a lot of possibilities. I only say that's all. I think so. Don't use all my 20 minutes, but thank you really for all. And I'm saying video games world all time and say game over because it's that's all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for staying here. And I will appreciate you contact us with everything. Really, this is our official link tree, and you found here not only the Instagram, LinkedIn, or of GameMetron Facebook. You know, include the other projects of the company like GameMetron Academy, GameMetron Legal Cube, GameMetron Legal Insurance, and GameMetron Consulting. Include GameMetron Law Firm. Really, thanks for this opportunity. And if you have a question, write to chat, and I try to reply all of them.
Thank you so much, David, for the presentation. I do have one question in chat for you from David EFX. And it's a bit of a long one, so
Okay.
bear with me. Who is going to have the
Okay.
authority
Oh,
to govern? Sorry, who is going to
I
have the
read.
authority? Yeah, yeah, everything's all good.
Okay, I read two questions to the facts. Uh,
Oh, you have them up? Okay, cool.
okay, it's how it's going to have the authority to govern AI using esports, and what happens when different regions in international play have. Okay, this incredible first question. The center of the rules of esports, uh, it's include property to the publishers. The only work to the national authority of the government around the AI first, it's only regulate the use of AI around works. Okay, for example, one rule, okay, use AI with transparency. Okay, that's all. But the esports is a private activity. For I say in simple words, this for rules, the government don't interrupt the private activities. What happened when different regions competing in international play? No change anything really. It's the same. It's not the same because imagine these different countries compete in international in Dota 2. The rules it's writing for bail, not for the country, not for the government. No, it's only right for bail. Bail is the owner of Dota 2, and Bail decide the rules around the competitions, around the tournaments, around this. Um, I try to, and now I'm reply your second question is, as a follow up the worst case scenario, I imagine is a company like Riot adopting a very broad set of permissible AI. Okay. Mm, okay. Yes, I understand. I understand all your concern. It really. Um, in this moment, Riot, for example, Riot use the AI for control the game, but with these toxic activities. That's all. But now, in this moment, is used to AI. It's only for a little group, for the 1% of players. The same activity is realized for Epic Games with Fortnite, but this is only approved in this moment. Okay, uh, I think so. The difference of performance really don't depend to Riot Games in this case. Depend of the company to invent the correct AI for this activity. Like for example, when we're talking about for this AI StarCraft 2, if you remember. The name is DeepMind Alpha Star. Okay, DeepMind Alpha Star only work with StarCraft 2. Okay, the teams that I use this AI, yes, increase in the progress and work with much intelligent, really. This is the significant divides in this moment. But it's not responsibility to Riot. Only Riot regulated the parties, regulated the relationship with players. That's all. But introduce AI for another activities? No, I don't see this.
Is that everything, David? You're all good?
Yeah, I think so because I think the another question is for the last researchers.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, David.
Oh, thank you too, and thank you for the sport research network for the invitation for this opportunity. I love present these researches, and I thank you for the viewers for your time, really, and thank you to you for your time too. Really, this is an incredible initiative. Um, it's excited to participate here.
Thank you so much, David.